Luke, answer me. Hello? Are you seriously ignoring me right now? Hurry up and respond already.
Oh, it's you, Celeste.
Took you long enough. I've been waiting forever. What, were you just staring at your phone and ignoring me on purpose?
No, I wasn't. I'm still at work. This is my break. I told you before, I'm not allowed to use my phone during work hours. Maybe try using a little common sense before throwing a tantrum?
Look at you, acting all self-important like you're some big deal or something. You're just a useless brother. Don't act like you're better than me.
What do you want?
Money. Give me some.
What, again? Didn't I just give you your allowance 2 days ago?
Yeah, and that's already gone. I bought the bag I wanted, so now I need more.
You used up all of it already? Celeste, I give you $500 a month. That's more than enough for a high schooler. How the hell do you burn through that in 2 days?
Easily. I saw the bag, I wanted it, I bought it. That's how shopping works, Luke.
That's not how budgeting works. You need to be smarter with your money.
Oh my God, spare me the lecture. You're seriously trying to act like a responsible adult? That's hilarious. You of all people don't get to talk down to me.
I'm not talking down to you. I'm telling you to stop asking me for money like I'm an ATM. You can't just come running to me every time you blow through your allowance.
Yeah, I can. That's literally what you're here for. Listen, Luke, you do remember why you're even allowed to live in our house, right? Mom and Dad made it very clear. If you want to stay, you have to contribute. That was the deal.
I already pay $1,500 a month just to live there. Do you seriously think I can afford to give you more on top of that?
Duh, you've still got, $300-400 left? That's just sitting there, right? So just give it to me.
That's my money. I need it for my own expenses.
That's not my problem. Just hand it over. Mom and Dad said I should ask you for it anyway.
Of course they did.
They said that since we're being so generous, letting you stay, the least you could do is be grateful and help out more. So come on, stop being difficult and just give me the money.
Generous? You call charging me $1,500 a month to sleep in a room I grew up in generous? I barely even live there. I buy my own food, my own stuff. I take care of myself. You all don't treat me like family. You treat me like a tenant. And now I'm supposed to be grateful?
Ugh, there you go again. You always act like we're actually related or something.
We are related.
Not in any way that matters. Just because we share some DNA doesn't mean you get to pretend to be my brother. Mom and Dad don't see you as family, and neither do I.
Right, of course you don't.
Honestly, you should be thanking us for even letting you stay. You're lucky we haven't kicked you out already. Know your place, loser.
You finished?
Whatever. You're so annoying.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about me being in your way. I've got a night shift tonight, so I won't be coming home.
What?
And tomorrow I'm staying at a coworker's place.
Seriously? You haven't been home in 3 days already.
Yeah, and?
Fine. Be that way. Hey, don't ignore me. I'm not done talking. Give me the money.
Sonia, have you already left the house?
Luke, good morning.
Morning.
I'm at the bus stop now, waiting for my ride to work. How about you? Are you already home?
Not yet. My shift ended up dragging on way longer than expected. I barely got through it. I'm exhausted. Just got on the bus back.
That sounds awful. You must be completely drained. Great job hanging in there. I know it's not easy.
Yeah, I'm running on fumes at this point. I just want to get home, shower, and pass out.
I figured. That's why I made sure to cook something before I left. It's in the fridge, so when you get home, just heat it up, okay? Oh, and don't even think about sleeping on the couch again. Use the bed. You need proper rest.
You really didn't have to do all that. I feel bad that you're always taking care of me.
Luke, come on. You don't have to feel guilty about anything. I'm your girlfriend. Taking care of you is the most natural thing in the world to me. Besides, you've done so much for me already. I wouldn't be where I am without you.
What are you talking about? You got where you are because of your own hard work.
Maybe, but you helped. You gave me advice, taught me the ropes, and always had my back when I was struggling. If it weren't for you, I don't think I ever would have made it from a part-time worker to a full-time employee. So if someone like you, someone I love, is struggling, then of course I'll do whatever I can to help.
Sonia.
No arguments. Just eat and rest, okay?
All right, thanks. I mean it. It really helps.
By the way, can I ask you something?
Yeah, what is it?
Did Celeste try to ask you for money again?
How did you know?
My little brother saw her at the mall yesterday. Apparently she was buying some expensive bag, one that cost a few $100s.
Figures. That must have been why she was harassing me for more cash yesterday. She spent her entire allowance in 2 days and expected me to just hand over more.
I had a feeling. Luke, I don't mean to pry, but your family, why are they like this?
Like what?
The way they treat you, it doesn't make sense. Celeste is the one constantly causing problems, but it's like she can do no wrong in their eyes. From what I've heard, your parents don't even scold her when she gets into trouble. They actually go to her school and argue with the teachers, insisting that she's innocent.
Yeah, it's happened more than once. I've lost count of how many times they've gone in screaming about how their daughter could never be in the wrong.
I just don't get it. I know some families are stricter with the oldest child and more lenient with the youngest, but this is something else entirely.
Now that I think about it, I've never actually told you the full story, have I?
No, you haven't. But if you're not comfortable talking about it, I understand. I won't push you.
No, I want you to know. You deserve to know.
All right, I'm listening.
The truth is, I'm not my mother's biological son.
Wait, so she's your stepmother?
Yeah, my birth mother passed away when I was a baby. I don't even have any memories of her. My dad remarried when I was in elementary school. The woman he married, Celeste's mother, became my stepmother. Celeste is their daughter. We only share the same father.
Oh, that explains a lot. I always wondered about the age gap between you two. You're almost 12 years apart.
Yeah, that's why. And that's probably why they've never really seen me as part of the family.
Luke, you've lived in that kind of environment your whole life?
Pretty much. It's always been like this. I wasn't what my stepmother wanted in her perfect little family. And my dad, well, he always just went along with whatever she said.
That's awful.
I've been planning to leave for a while now, but it's tough. Every month they take $1,500 out of my paycheck as rent. On top of that, Celeste sometimes straight up steals from my wallet. No matter how much I try to save, it's never enough.
Luke.
Yeah?
There's something you need to know.
What is it?
My brother found out something important. He made me promise to tell you. And Luke, this might be exactly what you need to finally leave the house.
What are you talking about? What did he find out?
It's not something I can explain over text. I need to tell you in person.
All right.
You'll be home tonight, right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Good. We'll talk then. Hey, Trash, give me some money.
Celeste? Again?
Ugh, what is with that tone? Just shut up and hand it over already.
You do realize you just demanded money from me yesterday too, right?
Yeah, and you're the one who keeps making me ask over and over again. Why not just make it easy and hand me your wallet?
Maybe because I don't enjoy getting robbed?
Robbed? Seriously? You should be grateful we even let you stay in the house, you know? You're not even real family. So when I say I need money, just be a good little servant and give it to me.
You don't even bother pretending anymore, huh?
What's there to pretend? It's just facts. Your whole life belongs to us. You work for Mom, Dad, and me. So if I take a little from you, it's just part of the deal.
Celeste, you might want to worry about something else right now.
What now? You keep saying weird stuff today. Just give me the money already.
Ah, so you really don't know yet.
The hell is that supposed to mean? Don't get all smug just because you think you know something. Quit stalling and hand it over.
You're beyond saving, you know that?
Excuse me? If anyone's beyond saving, it's you. Your life is a joke. Watching you scrape by, barely keeping yourself together, is the best entertainment I have. So make sure to keep suffering, okay? Don't get boring on me now.
Wow, you really are rotten to the core.
Rotten? Whatever. Now stop dragging this out.
Here, take a look at this.
What's this supposed to be? Some stupid trick? Wait, is that Mom? And who the hell is that guy?
That's her affair partner.
What?
One of my friend's younger brothers goes to your school. He saw them together while walking home from work.
What? No way. That doesn't make sense. How would some random student even recognize my mom?
Celeste, come on. You've been called into the principal's office so many times they've practically got a seat with your name on it. And every time, Mom and Dad come storming in like a pair of rabid animals, screaming at the teachers, making a scene. Half the school knows what they look like by now.
No, that's ridiculous.
And then there she was, strolling down the street wrapped around some guy's arm, kissing him like they were teenagers sneaking around behind their parents' backs. So yeah, my friend's brother took a picture.
This is fake. You're lying. You're trying to screw with me. Wow, this is actually hilarious.
You think Dad found it funny? Because he sure didn't. The second I showed it to him, he went dead silent. I thought he was just gonna brush it off like he always does, but then he recognized the guy in the picture.
What?
Yeah, not only did he recognize him, but he knew exactly who he was.
You're lying.
So he hired a private investigator.
A detective?
Yeah, to find out the truth. And guess what? The truth is worse than you think.
Worse? How?
Mom hasn't just been cheating. She's been cheating for over a decade.
What?
The guy? He's not some random fling. He's her ex-boyfriend. They got back together shortly after she married Dad. They've been seeing each other ever since.
That's not possible.
It's true.
No way.
And that's not even the biggest part.
What? What else could there possibly be?
That man, he's your real father.
What?
Mom cheated on Dad for years, Celeste. And you're not even his daughter.
No, that's a lie.
The DNA test says otherwise.
DNA test?
Dad had one done, quietly, without telling you.
No.
That's how he confirmed it. It's undeniable.
No. He wouldn't do that. That's not real.
Believe whatever helps you sleep at night, but the truth doesn't care what you believe. If you still don't believe me, ask Dad yourself. He's the one who told me.
But if they get divorced, what happens to me?
Not my problem. We're not family, remember? That's what you always said.
But we grew up together.
And? That never meant anything to you before. Oh, by the way, I'm leaving.
What?
I finally got everything in order. I don't need to stay in this house anymore.
Wait, what? What do you mean you're leaving?
Exactly what it sounds like. I don't owe you or your parents anything anymore, so I'm done. No more money, no more free rides, no more me.
Wait, no, you can't just...
I already moved my stuff out.
When?
Didn't take long. I never really had that much to begin with.
No, wait. What am I supposed to do if you leave?
Not my problem.
Luke, wait. I didn't mean...
No, you meant every word. So congratulations, you finally got what you wanted. Enjoy your new life, Celeste. Goodbye. I had some reservations about acting the way I did in front of a high school student, feeling like it might be immature or inappropriate. But in the end, after so many years of pent-up frustration, everything just exploded in the most dramatic way possible. The years of holding back, of biting my tongue and being the quiet one, finally gave way to a breaking point. I didn't expect it to happen, but it did. It was the last straw, and I couldn't hold back anymore. After leaving home, I cut ties with not just Celeste and my mother, but also with my father. I realized that it was the only way to free myself from the suffocating weight of the family dynamic that had been dragging me down for years. It felt like the right thing to do, even though it wasn't easy. There was a sense of relief in walking away, but at the same time there was a sense of loss. I had spent my whole life trying to keep the peace, to make everyone happy, and in the end, none of it really mattered. The rift was just too deep, and there was no going back. For a while, I stayed with my girlfriend, Sonia, who had been a huge support during this time. She offered me a place to stay, and I moved into her apartment. It wasn't ideal, and it wasn't what I had planned for myself, but it was a temporary solution. We talked about the future and made plans to find a bigger place once we both settled down more. I knew that this wasn't where I'd be forever, but it was enough for the time being. Sonia's support meant the world to me during this time. She was patient, understanding, and gave me the space I needed to sort through everything. As for Celeste, things have only gotten worse. After our parents' divorce, the financial strain hit hard. Celeste's tuition fees became too much for my mother to cover, and she had to drop out of high school. It was a blow to her, no doubt, but it was something she had to face. I could see how hard it was for her, and it broke my heart. Celeste had always been someone who strived to do well, and to see her dream of finishing high school taken away so suddenly was devastating. In addition to that, her relationship with our mother, already strained, took a nosedive after my mother moved in with her affair partner. The tension between them only grew as my mother's priorities shifted, and the emotional distance became impossible to ignore. The whole situation was toxic, and Celeste didn't deserve to be stuck in the middle of it. But because of the circumstances and her age, she didn't have much of a choice. She had no financial support from anyone else, so she was forced to continue living with my mother and her new partner. There was no other option, no other place for her to go, even though she clearly wasn't happy with how things were turning out. Living under the same roof with her mother and her new lover was like living in a constant state of tension for Celeste. She felt like an outsider in her own home, and no matter how hard she tried to fit in, the situation was suffocating. It was the reality of living in a broken home where everyone was trying to make do with the scraps they had left. She didn't feel like she belonged, and I could feel that deep sense of alienation whenever I spoke to her. She had become more withdrawn, more resigned, as though she had given up on ever finding peace in that environment. And yet, despite everything, she didn't have much of a choice. With no other family members to rely on and no way of supporting herself, she had to stay in that uncomfortable situation. There was no escaping it, at least not in the way she wanted. Her situation was so difficult, so unfair, that it made me feel helpless. I couldn't fix things for her, and no matter how much I wanted to, I knew that she had to find her own way out. It wasn't my place to step in and solve everything. As much as I wanted to take her away from all of that, I knew that she needed to find her own strength. As for me, I was determined to keep moving forward, to build a new life for myself with Sonia. The road ahead wasn't going to be easy, but I knew that I could face whatever came my way. I had made peace with the fact that my family was no longer in my life the way it had been. I had to let go of the past in order to embrace the future. And no matter how difficult that future might be, I was ready to face it head on with the support of the people who truly mattered to me. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.